completed a full month in my Moleskine Pocket Daily. Let's check it out. This year my daily planner is Moleskine Pocket Daily, and I love this little thing. It is such a perfect companion to my everyday, and its size and layout are just what I needed, and I want to share with you my first month in it. So I hold it in this lovely cover from September leather. It is actually a passport cover, but it's a little bit tall, so it can actually fit a pocket notebook to a perfection. And together with my Moleskine Pocket Daily, I also have Moleskine Pocket Weekly, but today all the attention will be on the daily one. The pen that I use with this journal is Energel Klena in this brown, and it's in 0.5. I love it. It's an excellent pen, especially with Moleskine paper. And you can see all my setup and all the supplies I use in the video that I will post down below. Of all the supplies I use here, for a little bit more of a look at all the things I use here, but without further ado, let's look at the planner itself. So last year I spent my time in Hobonichi A6. It was a smaller size compared to what I'm used to. My planners in the past were all A5s, and I really was looking for something more portable, more cozy and cute, and A6 was the answer to that. And after a year in A6, I wanted to try something even smaller, even more adorable, and I came across Moleskine Pocket Daily Weekly. They also have a monthly one if you're interested, but the ones that I end up buying were daily and weekly layouts. I've used Moleskine before, just the grid notebooks, which I love to use for work, for note taking, for study. And when I realized, well, they have a pocket planner, I was like, yes, let's do this one. And so far it hasn't disappointed me. If you want to know what the general layout of this planner is, I will link to a video down below where I go through this planner and I review it in detail. But as far as the way I use it is, it has a variety of pages in the beginning, but the ones that I actually use in my daily life are this monthly layout, which is 1 month on each page, and the dailies that are to follow. So as far as the monthly one, because the little squares or rectangles are so small, I do not fill them out much. I usually just put basically the birthdays that happen on that day, or any kind of singular large event that happens on that day. So as you can see, in January I had like a million birthdays going on between my family and friends, and we also had a trip to celebrate my own birthday. So that's all I noted here. I just put the stamp here, these really cute stamps which are erasable, and I have the one with the birthday cake, so I used it to denote birthdays on that particular day. And then just in this Energel Klena, because it's so fine and so precise, I just wrote the names of the people who are celebrating their birthdays on that day. As you can see, I've done a little bit of that for February already. And as far as any other decoration, again, because the pages are so small and the squares are so small as well, I didn't want to overload this with decor because there is a very little space here to begin with. So what I did is, again, just use the stamps, a little bit of a pen in a different color to make it stand out, and I did a little bit of washi on the bottom. I did this blue flower BGM tape on the bottom for January because it was a winter cold month, and then February, because it's all about love and Valentine's and reds, I decided to put a red washi tape here. So this is my monthly layout, very simple, clean, at least to me it seems. And now let's move on to the dailies. So the dailies in Moleskine begin right on the first day of the year. Unlike other planners, they don't have any extra dates going, back into December. Right on the January 1st, that's when your first page starts. And so when the year began, I dove right in. Because we were just on the heels of the new year, I put, Happy New Year here. I put a Christmas tree here because in our culture, it's actually New Year's tree, so I put a tree here. And I decided to keep the month of January in these blues and browns to make it really cozy, really cohesive, and very calm to look at. And I kind of decided that for the most part my theme would be probably, you know, something has to do with coffee, because, you know, coffee is your nice and beiges and browns. And I purchased a set of stickers from Create with Pen, and they were a lot of them were coffee themed, so these are the ones that I've used here. I also used her Christmas ones, and they were very cute, very small and perfect size for this kind of planner. Talked about my philosophy behind the supplies for this kind of size of planner in the video that I will link down below. But in general, as you can see, it's I try to keep it very clean, minimal, with just a pen, a little bit of, you know, the washi circles here, and a little stickers on the bottom as well. I used these same stamps to denote the weather, and I wrote out the temperature of the day in a gel planner pen again right here. I think it's just kind of cute to look back and remember, oh yeah, it was kind of a cold day, or it was a really rainy day. In general, what I decided to do with this planner, to have it as kind of like planner with a little bit of a memory keeping. So as we go through this, you will see a lot of it has like a to-do list of what's going on that day, and then a little bit of the memory keeping along with it. So let me put this bookmark away. So as far as this decor here, these are the circular washi tapes that I got from Jet Pens. They come in this blue to green kind of a variety, and I think it's really pretty, and for me it goes together with January, which is a winter cold month. And then as we go on, so what I decided to do for days when I was working, because work basically takes up a really big chunk of my day, I decided to write, you know, to use these brackets and just to write that it's a work day, you know, put some coffee, because, you know, who can work without some coffee first thing in the morning. And then I put laptop here because I work on a computer the whole day. And then below that, in this kind of like after the work hour space, this is where I would put if I was doing food shopping, or if we were having a dinner time, and if there were any tasks that I needed to do, like do the budget, or you know, pay for a course or the conference that I was trying to attend. You know, I put that here for myself as a reminder to do after work. And again, I continued with the weather. And as you can see, even though each page has the name of the week and the date here, I because they are kind of on a smaller side, I decided to write them out in bigger letters. And to do that, I used the Fude Touch pen. It's a brush pen right here, which I love. So I have it in brown and also in turquoise, like this one. But in month of January, I decided to use this brown one to write out. One thing to note, that it is pretty juicy for Moleskine paper, and so I tried, when I write, I try to do it with the very lightest of pressures, because otherwise it will bleed through. So as you can see here, I changed up things a little bit. Because it's the first year I'm in this kind of a planner, I decided every day I will try to use a little bit different kind of decoration and try to see what I like and what works. So compared to this one here, as you can see here, basically for the most part I had a few stickers and the pen, right? On this side I decided to you know, add a little bit more things. So I drew here with a zebra Mildliner, and I put a few more stickers, and I did the weather, and I put sticker here on the bottom. I wrote just a tiny bit more, and these are the zebra Mildliners that I use. They are lovely because they are very mellow, they're very, you know, cozy colors, so I feel like they would go with a lot of different months, because I do want to change color scheme every month just a little bit, and I feel like these will go with so many different seasons and weathers, right? Like you can use this for winter, and you can use this for like cozy time, but you can also use this for spring, and you can use this peachy one in summer. So I see myself using these basically going forward. So as I mentioned, I've been continuing here with stickers, and most of these stickers were from Create with Pen. And I mentioned in my previous videos, I got a whole stack of stickers with her, and they were like assortment surprise stickers. So there were different themes, different times of the year, which is perfect because then like I'm kind of sad, you know, for a while. So on the days when I'm not at work, like on this Friday I was off, as you can see there is no bracket here specifying that it's work, and instead I have like a whole bunch of basically to-dos because on my days off, unfortunately, I do most of my chores. And then this first weekend of January, I decided to decorate it as a complete spread, right? So I use same stickers on both sides. I use same pen here on both sides. I use the Mildliner this time. I use the darker one right here. And actually, you know what? No, actually, I think I used this one here. And this time I used new stickers that I got from Amazon, and then this super pack, as I call it to myself, that has like a ton. I think it has like 100. I don't know. I don't know how many stickers it has, but it has, I believe, 18 sheets that are literally packed with these little cute bunnies. And these stickers, they come, you know, there are themes of whatever you want in there. So here, for example, I had a hair appointment, so I put this little, you know, bunny girl with a mirror and the hair dryer. And then we had a dinner with our friends and his family, so I put, you know, like a little bunny sitting on the top of, I think it's like flan or some kind of cake, and then, you know, like the family here. Again, did the weather. On this side, I was on Sunday I was sleeping in, so I put a little bunny that's like completely out asleep with a little tiny blanket and the pillow here. And then we were went out bowling with our friends, so I put, you know, it was a birthday and we went out bowling, and so I put like our family here and a picture, you know, taking girl, which, you know, obviously we were taking photos while there, so a lot of fun. And on the bottom here was like a newer decoration compared to the previous pages, and these were these really thin mini skinny washi tapes. As you can see, they're like literally a couple millimeters, and I got a whole bag. I mean, I don't know how many in there, like 50 probably. And I really like them because they're so small. They give you this really nice pretty decoration, but they don't take up any space. As you can see, it's perfectly, it just covers, you know, one line basically. So I really like these for these kind of a small pocket size planning. Then moving on here, I kept up with the same zebra Mildliner, but I decided to use different way of denoting the days. So this was a sticker set again from Create with Pen, and it's basically just every day of the week. So in addition, you know, to obviously having dates here, I put them here, and they are so perfectly in the same color scheme as my Mildliners. Just I couldn't actually believe how perfectly the color schemes work together. And again, I continued with whatever stickers I had. Actually, this one kind of features all kinds of stickers. So I have these bunnies again here from that same set I showed you. I have this little cute person from the Coffee Monsters Co. Working on the computer here because obviously it was my work day. I have coffee here from Create with Pen, another sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And these again, the same circular stickers from Jet Pens, and it came out to be a really cute, very clean layout. And it was really crazy rainy weather, so because it rained a lot, I actually put 2 clouds instead of 1. Unfortunately, I don't have a stamp with rain, but to me cloud will be basically rain. And then I also wrote that we had thunder here and we lost power here for like a moment. So that was a fun spread as well. Then continue here, this was my birthday spread kind of a thing. So this was my birthday, so I put this little bunny with the cake, I put balloons. So this one comes from this Amazon kit, and these shiny stickers come from Create with Pen. So it's this one, so it's this one. And again, this little bunny is eating, you know, add ice cream, and the cake again come from that same Amazon kit. And there are some more stickers with Create with Pen, and I continue to use the same headers. And this time I switched the zebra Mildliner to the one, I believe it's this one right here. And again, because it was my birthday, on the top of the weather I also put a little birthday cake here. And continue on here, we actually went for a trip to celebrate my birthday on this Friday, and so I decided to decorate it a little bit more. As you can see, I have this washi tape sticker here. I have the field trip, you know, family driving in the car. Unfortunately, I did have to work at that Friday before we left, so here's me with my hair looking all crazy, trying to finish it all up before we leave. And so I wrote here that you know, I actually journaled here a little bit. So because we were on the road, I decided not to put any kind of tasks and just kind of journal here instead. So I think it came out pretty cute. And then moving on here, I switched the way I was decorating a little bit more. So as you can see, I started a different set of stickers. So unfortunately, they're slightly different, but you know, it's okay. They're at least they're kind of in the same family with this, you know, white circle and then 3-letter, you know, name of the weekday. And then I put washi tape stickers here. I believe these were from Create with Pen as well, from her weekly kit. And then I put a little bit more of these really cute bunnies. They are so adorable. I really loved using them, and as you can see, I have a huge pack, so I'm sure you will keep on seeing them throughout the year. And I put a couple more stickers from Create with Pen. Very cute. I really been enjoying working with this planner. It is so cute. Because of its small size, I don't feel pressure to like fill it out with a lot of text or journaling or all that. Plus, I did decide to use it as more of a planner than a journal, you know, not like the way I was using my Hobonichi A6. And because of that, I feel totally okay with it being, you know, semi-bare like that, just having, you know, the tasks or what happened throughout the day without having like to fill out every page. But also on the day when I want to fill out the page, I do. And I really like how it comes out so nice and clean, very light, but also reflective of what happened on that day. This day was my nephew's birthday, so I put a little bunny here with a glass of wine, and I put a little stamp for his birthday. And I also actually did grocery shopping, so I put that here. And again, continue with the weather. Whenever I work, I put basically either laptop or coffee or both. And basically similar format here. As you can see, on some days I would use washi tape on the bottom, on some days I won't, on some days I do highlight with a Mildliner, and some days I don't. And otherwise I keep it consistent by using just this one pen. I haven't changed the color of my inks. In my Hobonichi A6, sometimes I would use different inks every other day or something like that, but here I'm just using this pen. As you can see, it works really well with Moleskine. It doesn't bleed through, it doesn't feather. It's very clean, very fine liner, and even though it's 0.5, it is not too juicy. So it is juicy enough that it's really easy, non-scratchy to write with, but it doesn't, you know, seep through the paper. So I really like it. And here I finally took down our tree. And on this day, again, I decided, because it was a weekend spread, I probably had a little bit more time to decorate, so I did end up putting washi tape back here. And because on that day I was doing a bunch of chores, I also put appropriate stickers. So here I was washing our bedding, so here's a little bunny with bedding. And here I was doing some classes at night, so I put this little tired looking study emoji from Coffee Monsters Co. I put, again, of course, coffee cup here from Create with Pen, and actually did a spread of this plan with me, and I will put link to it below. And then on this spread, I decided to try something different. So if you watched any of the videos from last year, I used stickers, these washi tape stickers, a lot. It's like a whole giant pack of rainbow kind of a hued washi tape stickers, which I really love. I use them more in A6 because it's bigger size. As you can see, they're quite sizable for this size of the planner, but I decided, you know, to throw some in. And this particular spread, I did more of like the flowery, browny, greeny kind of colors. As you can see there, you know, basically like these muted greens and sages. I also picked the washi tape, the thin washi tape that had kind of like that same flare. It's not green, but it's like a darker black and gold, so it goes together with these darker greens. And as far as the marker here that was Zebra Mildliner in this olivey green from the same set I showed you earlier, and I really like how it came out. I like how like this set here is very cute and adorable, and this one is like very understated and very kind of classy and very relaxing because it has, you know, flowers and plants on it. Again, continued noting the weather. Like on this day it was really windy, and this day was like 28 Fahrenheit, so basically it was 0 Celsius -1 at night, and then during the day it was like 66 Fahrenheit. So it was just a really crazy change in weather, but when we woke up in the morning it was freezing. So basically with the weather, the way I do it, if it's like mild and nothing special, I just put, you know, the cloud or the sun and then the temperature. But if something out of ordinary, like it was really windy or it was rainy or thunder or anything of that sort, I would put like an additional note here. And then continue here, I'm back to the cuteness, and here I decided to change up a little bit the way I do the lines with Zebra Mildliner. And again, I was working, but during work I also tried to take walks on my break, so I noted it here and I put, you know, X if I didn't do them, I do check mark if I did. And again, I put Create with Pen sticker here. I'm sorry, actually these are stickers from the Ivory Paper Co. And I'm sorry if I didn't mention that before. So anytime you see a girl working on a computer or a laptop, that's actually from the Ivory Paper Co. And I'm gonna put link to her store in the description down below. This one is from Create with Pen. So is this one. This one is from the Coffee Masters Co. And this one is from the Amazon set that I mentioned before. And here I put this really pretty light blue thin washi tape with little snowflakes in it. And I noted the weather. I really like this one. It's very calm and peaceful. I like these kind of simple spreads. Now here I used bigger stickers again from this same set here, and as you can see, you know, they kind of begin to I don't want to say overpower the page, but because they're so big, for example here I just did this set and I didn't do any more stickers because this one's big enough, and instead I just used the Mildliner here to kind of denote the break between the schedule and the weather section. And then here I put some brown washi tape to kind of go together with the header. As you can see, I'm back to writing headers with just a brush pen. And then here I was supposed to have lunch with my friend. Unfortunately it didn't work out, but I did put the stickers in advance because I thought we're gonna have it, and so I put like these two friends here and some yummy looking food over here, so I thought it was cute. And a little bunny here because it is adorable, so why not? And then on this one, so this one was a weekend going into Monday spread, and I guess was feeling really in decorative mode because you can see how many stickers are on this spread. I mean, this one's probably the most over decorated of all of them so far, and it's mostly because the stickers are large. So you can see as far as number of stickers here I only have 2, well, besides this washi, but because they're so big it looks like I have a ton of them here. And this was Sunday, so again I wasn't working. As you can see, there is no timeline here because that's how Moleskines do their planners, but I did my to-do list here, and also on this side because it was work day, so I did denote that it was a work day. And here's the girl drinking coffee from the Ivory Paper Co. And it was rainy, so I did put this little bunny sitting under a cloud. And I put this one, you know, this Game Boy here for no reason at all, that was just cute. So I just decided to put it there. And because it was dinner obviously time, so I put like this little sleepy snacks over here, so it was really cute. And that brings us to the very last day of January. So here on this page is January and here is already February, but because, you know, they're on the same spread, I decided to do it in the same kind of a format so it matches, you know, both pages match each other. And because we are going into February and it's all about love and Valentine's, I decided to bring in this washi tape with this subdued peachy pink and golden hearts. I know it's not mini tape, but it's basically kind of like 2 lines tall, and I figured on some days I'll use it and I'll sacrifice 2 lines because, as you can see, I don't overload these planners with writing anyway, so I always have room for some decor. And because on Tuesday I actually had to stay home sick, I wasn't feeling well, I marked it as my rest day, and I just put all these cozy stickers here like this poor thing under the blanket. drinking hot tea, I imagine. This one is just chilling, and then this one is just doing some journaling for self-care. And it's actually was my mother-in-law's birthday, so I put a little cake here and a little cupcake here to denote that. And then the following day I was back to work, and so I actually got indoor bike for my mother-in-law, so I did a little bit of biking. This is a stationary bike, and then so I put this guy on a bike. I know it's not a bike, it's a motorcycle, but it was the closest thing to biking I could find. I think it was so cute, and because I was at work, I did this, you know, professor looking bunny with the pen. Very, very work looking. And again, of course, dinner with family, as we always do, and as I do every weekday, I was taking online lessons, so I noted it here. So there you have it, my first full month in Moleskine Pocket Daily. And as you can see here, because we moved into February, I decided not to put the blue stickers because I'm gonna do a little bit different theme for February. But January was very, very cute. It was very calm, very non-intimidating type of planning for me. I decided to keep it minimal as much as I could, decorate it with cute things, just put things that I needed to do for that day but not overwhelm myself, and just put cute stickers here and there, and use, you know, the color scheme all in the same kind of family, so then the pages stayed cohesive with each other as you page through them. Very, very calm, very cozy, the way I wanted this month to feel. And I really enjoyed being in this planner. As I mentioned, I find myself reaching out for it even when I don't necessarily need it, just to kind of look at it and just hold it in my hand, because it's so cute, it's so portable. It works really well with the size of pages, with all the supplies that I have, with this cover that makes it so cute and adorable just to have. I cannot say enough. I really love the way this planner turned out, and I'm really happy that I decided to, you know, adopt it this year for my everyday planning. And I highly recommend, if you're considering switching to a smaller planner, definitely recommend. Really adorable, really cute, very low pressure planner. And I love that it doesn't take a lot of time from you. As a planning community, sometimes we love to do all the things and have 20,000 planners, and sometimes it gets too overwhelming. So this year I'm enjoying, at least in January, using just this one planner. I do write daily in my Hobonichi A6, but I find myself reaching out to this one at all times of the day. Again, as I said, very cute, very adorable. And I will put all the supplies that I use with it that you see here in description down below. And if you like this kind of videos, please subscribe, please like, leave me in the comments what do you think about the way I decorated January. Are you liking these kind of a pocket sized planners? Which size do you use? What is your favorite? And if you have any recommendations for tiny supplies for this kind of size of planner, please leave them in the comments. And I'm glad that you're here to share this little flip through with me, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, you take care.